Yeah. Bet I knew my head, but I don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted kennels in the spotlight. Danger alert come with the name. Super kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in y'all, let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah, the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legs in the doom, behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal game bill, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down, ram in the dark. DSK and Metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they live it.
Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster, real strong, Southern Bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Yeah, they built it brick by brick.
Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit, 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 pit bullshit.
Yeah. Ciao.
Going hard kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cars. From yellow Mayday 8s, they bred real stars. Welcome to the yard where the legends get raised, where the chain spots shine and the bloodlines praise. Grand champ King Kunta with that royal type stride. Red ruby in the pen, red hot worldwide. The brat in the cut, keep the hustle on track. Pretty mama got the look and the structure intact. L-Ride bring the heat, yellow bird bring the flame. Gus and 38 special certified in the game. What day in the ring, crowd love in the scene. Dogs moving like ghosts in the champion's dream. From yellow to buck, their foundation is tough. Yellow buck in the veins, yeah, the roots run rough. Mayday in the pedigree, ace in the spine. That old school fire still alive in the line. Twin brothers in command, pushing forward with pride. Going hard on the banner, let the whole world ride. Hard work in the yard, every sunrise earned. Legacy in the dirt, with every chain spot turn. No shortcuts taken, no champions bought. Just blood, sweat, time, and the lessons they taught. Going hard kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. Yellow Mayday ace turning pups into stars. Sheriff Pal bought us in the gang stamp legit. Find him in Tornadoes pedigree. Hall of Fame, double grand champion. James Pogay, the formula showed how to build and sustain. Blueprints in the blood, yeah, the knowledge remain. T.O. our partner, Ohio Cash showed how to win. Turn losses into lessons, now it's trophies we spin. Mama, Triple M, deep south in the mix. Arsenal, Kennel, Stone City, solid foundations, no tricks.
Hardcore, BLB up in the spec is 6.
Yes. Tom, Dead, Tom, Tony Wade, Southern Kennels, real ones through time. Time from Pro Set, Windy City, combined in place, low, tight, apex, pressure built for the chase. Gotta eat boys, black ice, hunger sharp as a blade. Third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid. Yeah, I said third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid.
It's Mo and Mike in the house.
Going hard with the legends, paying homage, you know. Yo, Twins Mo and Mike, we running this game. Legends in the making, never gonna be the same. Kennels popping hard, these game dogs raised right. The brat, pretty mama, they shining so bright. La Mayday, what a day, they breathe the heat. Red Ruby L Rod, they can't accept defeat. With 38 special and yellow bird, we top tier champions, grand champions, ain't no fear.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
KPTO, the modern Earl Tudor. Got in the pack, making moves like a tutor. APT, family thick, like legends in the game. Legend of them, Triple M. Shout out the name, Deep South, Roadblock. We upholding tradition. Mama, Southern Kennels, we got that ambition. Hardcore hitter, Stone City brings the fire. The Abrahams, the fam lifting us higher.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, baby, we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Listen up, respect the hustle, respect the grind. Ben, Nate Dogg, putting in work intertwined. Keeping that legendary status alive, you feel? Don't hate on the ride, catch the bus, we keep it real. What's history without a future? We pay the way, captain. We make it happen, that's the play.
So here's to the champions, run the race, stand tall. Twins, Mo and Mike, we gon' answer the call. Legends in the game, yeah, we holding it down. In the world of game dogs, we wearing the crown.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday buck Jeep, yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching awesome, maybe we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Shout out to Ohio Cash, the man with the plan, Rastaman Boom, Schoolboy, aka the.
There's levels to this game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Rob.
We in the trenches, feel that hunger in the air.
Yeah. Welcome to the yard. If you're tough, you can stare. Yeah. Welcome to the yard. Where the chain spots shine, bloodlines run deep, every pedigree's prime. The game APBT, worldwide pride. You come correct or stay the hell outside. Legacy made. We grind, we hustle. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike locked in the scuffle. Yeah, we run the yard, iron fists and grit. When the sun comes up, no, we never gon' quit. Udo and Devo,
Bolio, legends carved in stone. Patrick Bolio made the yard they home. Tanned and yellow, they whisper through the trees. Echoes of greatness, feel that legacy breeze. Going hard, going hard. Yeah, we run this yard, nothing but the best. We don't play it soft, bloodline stack heavy 52, way so strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard where greatness prevail. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes, falls on the fucking deal. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Tails in the dirt, every chain spot turn, lessons learned hard. Like the scars we earn, no shortcuts taken. Champions ain't bought, just blood and sweat. This legacy taught from Mayday to Ace, Buck to Jeep. Every warrior counts, we ain't losing no sleep. Heat like a furnace, knowledge is the key. In the yard we trust, we got the pedigree. Feel the intensity, blaze in the fight. In the shadows of the yard, we rewrite the night. From the ring to the chain, we like kings cut out. Mo and Mike, every victory's what we shout. Going hard, going hard. Yeah, we run this yard, nothing but the best. We don't play it all, bloodline stacked heavy 52, way so strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history made y'all in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history baked. Yeah, legacy in the dirt. Yeah, to that fame. The game APBT. Remember the name. So step back if you can't handle the heat. The yard's going hard. Put the game on repeat. It's Mo and Mike. Kings in this game. Going hard kennels. Forever reign the same, nigga.
What up? What up? What's up? Yeah, I got that echo. I hear you, Mo. Let me hit that. What up, everybody? Y'all know what time it is. It's Talk Shit Tuesday. Hey, look here. Big shout out to all my people out there on the back street. Big shout out to all my people in the Shark Tank. Y'all don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. And again, if you haven't already subscribed, don't cost you nothing. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hey, look here. Y'all know, hitting that like button don't cost nothing. It's free. So y'all treat me like I'm a charity case. You know what I mean? I ain't asked for $1. All I ask for is hit the like button. You want to give $1, trust me, it'll be well appreciated. Anything you want to give, always going to be appreciated. But first and foremost, I just need some damn likes, man. Come on, man. Yo, big shout out to Hollywood in the house. What up, Hollywood? I see you, fam. Let me see what I got here. Hollywood came in kicking the door now. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Carlos Lee. What up, homie? Coming in showing that love early. He getting his roses and shit in quick. I feel you, homie. Big shout out to my man, Constant Trauma Kennels in the house. What up, fam? My man, Mr. Paul Johnson, showing the love. Muscles, thumbs up, roses. Roses. Yes, sir. Big shout out to my man, my brother, Garland McGett. What up, fam? I see ya. Big shout out to my man, Patrick Headsmatch. What up, fam? My man, Mr. Aaron Jackson, showing the love. I seen you, fam. Coming through strong. Like a madman kicking the dough down with this 10-piece. Shit. That's better than hitting the like button. He paying for some of them damn likes out there, showing that mad love. Appreciate that, fam. You know you be going hard there, Mr. Jackson. Got to say that with some respect on that man's name, Mr. Aaron Jackson. Showing the love. I seen you, fam. Big shout out to my man, Showtime Kennels in the house. What up, fam? Live your life, dogs. What up, though? Big shout out to my man, Game Dog University. What up, fam? My man, bite down. Shake that like button. The incomparable Double M Dispos in the hills. Y'all bite down and shake that damn like button. Act like you know. Big shout out to my man, Mr. Having 3 Jumper 60 in your face. What up, fam? Like I said, I had to get that bigger S. Shout out to my man, Hollywood. Hollywood, come in and let them know off the jump. Let them know, Hollywood. That intro is fire. Smoking up. Stop it. All right, making me film myself on a Tuesday. This ain't even Friday. Big shout out to my man, 1978 Lords in the house. What up, fam? Man, I'm going to put that down link out there. Man, come on, Lloyd. Who else? Game Dog University. Showtime. Y'all come on and hit that like button. Hit that link. Because I know y'all got some stories to tell. Because I've heard them. Share that love with somebody. Woody Wood! 817 in the house. What up, fam? Stanley! What up, though? M4D! Get your glasses on. My man, Mr. John Dimbry. What up, fam? What else I got out here? Monroe, England, Texas, 817. Bulldog Nation representing hard. What up, fam? Got to take care of that man in that software. He got to get his hardware. Got to get that man his hardware representing hard. Hey, man, appreciate everybody for coming in, showing out. Y'all give a big shout out to my man, Monroe, England, Texas. Evidently he's new to the Shark Tank. Let him know how we do it over here. As you notice, Mr. Monroe, I'm going to get you that hardware, as you pretty well will see. Everybody in here has that blue. That's why we call it the Shark Tank. You know, everybody plays on the same level. We speak our mind as we always do. All we require is just show some respect for your fellow sharks in the water. Trust me and believe we will feed you enough chum. You know, when the sharks in the water, hey, they like to eat, and I'm glad to see you jumping right out there with us. I just got to get you that hardware so we can make sure that you're not the chum, and everybody will look at you like part of the family, part of the school, you know what I'm saying? As individuals, speak your mind, hit the like, hit that link, come up, say what you got to say. All we ask you to do is just be respectable. That's all. Everything else, everything else. Open season, baby. That's all I'm going to tell you. It's open season. Say what's on your mind. That's what matters. Hey, look, tonight we're going to, you know, we talk about a lot of things sometimes. But, you know, music is supposed to kind of help you get off what you're trying to get out there, but in your own little special way. You know, we have always had our hands in some type of music. We come from a musical family. Can't help but try to incorporate it in everything that we do because we have fun doing it. You know what I mean? For us, sometimes, you know, we got to make ourselves understand sometimes how old we are. And maybe that's always been our problem. You know, we played too long. You know, it's like we just woke up one day and we old as fuck. You know, all of a sudden it's a big ass shock, all kinds of shit going wrong. But then when you be like 65 and then you see some of your boys and shit, they ain't even make it this far, and you kind of be like, you know, God blessed you to make it this far. So, you know, why we got to stop having fun now? You know? So, a lot of the things that we do and we have done, we try to incorporate, into us just being who we are. Them songs weren't meant to be nothing to get out there and make some money and none of that shit. I just always thought it was be nice to just throw some shit together. Big shout out to Mo, because Mo did the video. And pretty much he was always the one responsible behind the lyrics. And then me, as always, I deal with the music part. But, with a pretty good project, we wasn't really trying to see something that we wanted to keep up, but we just wanted to get everybody in that mood that, every once in a while you'll bop your head and but then some of you guys might not know the people that we talking about, the names that's in these songs. We always say the people in our songs, all of them have a story that's lit. I mean, it's just not like your average stories. These dudes, as we're going to talk about, so you can see why we talk about them, and they're so important to us in our music, because for us in that time period, and we ran a lot of years, and they stories are stories that's kind of like, how you going to be in this part of the game and not know them people? You know what I'm saying? So I felt like just, let's go ahead and the last show was a good show. We did a marathon. And even then, they act like they didn't want to leave. 6 hours, that's a long time to be bulldogging. But you kind of forgot about what time it was. And I just wanted to know everybody who hung out and watched the show, we really did enjoy it. Sometimes, you sit back and think, damn, how in the hell you going to be talking dogs for 6 hours? But then again, you say, shit, when you're having fun, time don't matter. And that was just one of them nights where we all just had some fun. But getting back to, when we be talking about a lot of these guys in our song, you got to go back to a time period of where it's like an anthem to us, where it all started. Everybody's had a certain role. And these guys aren't just them kind of guys that you sit there, how do you say it? They weren't neighborhood type of just guys, These were guys that we end up running into, traveling, and we out there traveling and we running into each other, because guess what? They're doing the same thing we're doing. We're all traveling and we meeting up and always had something to laugh about, and got a chance to see a lot and learned a lot. And I always felt like, and I think Mo did too, because he's the one who pushed me on even to doing this show, because he was stuck on not, everybody, you know about everybody else, but you don't know about these guys. If you really wanted to see some real bulldogging, these guys was really doing some bulldogging. And if it's one of them big, one of them things, if we can look back in our life and say, we done a lot in this life, but these bulldogs was just, they were a separate type of fun. It was more of a challenge, because you're sitting out here and you're raising these dogs, and then you're around these type of people and you're seeing the things you're seeing. How could you not want to be on that level? Is still beyond me. If you're going to run with the big dogs, you got to keep up with the big dogs. Now, some people might look at that a lot different than the way I looked at it, because a lot of y'all might not be as wild and upbeat as we were. You know what I mean? Because, even in that song, I throw them subliminal messages out there. Because think about our time. Look at the things that were happening during our time. All of us in that time period, had our own niche of what we were doing and how we were doing it. We just happened to have something in common, and that was the dogs. You know, remember, I met Ram when Ram was a kid. Well, he wasn't just a kid, but he was still a kid to me, and he was a rapper then. You know, so think about how many years that was, and then to still run into him all these years later and reminisce and talk about it. But then I think about that, just seemed like it was just yesterday. You know, how time flies. But this is why we do this, because that's history for us. And it was a good time. And there's a lot of good times to, you know, for a lot of these guys out here. I know my Shark Tank be full of them. I know that Backstreet be loaded down with them. Because they know what it was like. They know what it felt like. But then they don't have that opportunity to jump up here and do what we doing. And that's why we do it. Because maybe they just like hearing about it and then reminiscing. Some of them is out there like that. There's some that don't want to hit the like button or and nothing else, but they watching. They definitely watching. Which, how can you not appreciate that? Because still, this is an American Pit Bull Terrier podcast. We're talking about the history of the game. And, you know, a part of that game that we were a part of, the part that we knew about, the part that we was running around with, you got to just stop and say, well, who are these guys? Not just us. Why do we talk about certain people? Well, man, if you want to hear some inspiring conversation, think about, you know, some of the people that you were around and that inspired you to do something. I mean, and I'm not talking about just inspired you to just to do something, but inspired you to the point to where it took over your life. That goal to try to be the best of what you can be. You know, really putting in that work to try to accomplish something, to be on the level of the people who are and who have inspired you. You know, as old as we are, I still look to all them guys, man, and just think about, man, I bet you they be knowing that, yep, we got a little bit of this from them. They see the things that they seen and the things that they hear, they probably be like, look at them. They got that shit from me. You know what I'm saying? Because when you usually get something from somebody and you put it to the test and it works for you, it becomes a part of who you are. See, there's a lot of things that Joe and Nate Abraham did that me and Mo, we carried with us through our whole Bulldog career. I just, you know, that was that coolness, and then you had that one that was like, you look over there at him and he give you that nod and, you know, I send them in type of shit, you know what I mean? They was, them Abrahams, they was smooth and cool with it. Big shout out to Joe and Nate, R.I.P. Nate. And then you had my wild bunch, you know, the other brothers, McNasty and Mr. T. You know, that's probably why Mo and McNasty got along together, because they were always bulldogging, loud and shit, knew they shit. But then me and Mr. T, you know, I always felt like Mr. T was the one. As long as he was cool, McNasty could say whatever he want. But you make Mr. T mad, y'all got problems. You know what I'm saying? So I always felt like, oh, okay, Mo, you can do it, say whatever you want to say. You know, I'm gonna just sit back and chill. But don't get me started, because you know I'm gonna lose it. So I don't put me in no situation where I got to clown. You know, because once I start clowning, you know, just remember I told you, type of shit. You know what I mean? They had it bad like that. But they was good people, man. They was good people, and they was in the world of bulldogging. And in that world of bulldogging, you can't tell people who they need to be. You let them and you respect them for who they are. And maybe that's why we got around so much, because I could respect every man for whatever they did, because I was always amazed by the work they put in. So we call it the fast lane. I don't know what y'all call it. I just look at it was a group of people that we jump on this bandwagon, and they would even reach out to us. Hey, look, this is what's going down. You know, we need you to do this. Mow the referee, or come and take care of the dog, or just come. Just getting that phone call and knowing you fixing to go hang out. Yeah, it was big back then, you know? So we're not just talking about these guys because of something that we read in a book. We talk about these certain people because of some of the things that they did in the Bulldog game. And the majority of them, we knew them personally. So before I get too long-winded here, I'm going to kick this off over there to Mo. Hold up, Mo, before you get started, I want to make sure I see my man. My man so saying, GHK, do y'all remember that first one y'all showed, and what age you guys, how old we was? Yeah. I'm telling you, that first one was in Carolina. So Carolina, shoo, I think we was in our early 20s, like 21, 22 years old. And then Going Hard consisted of my man, R.I.P. I call him Boss Choke. His name was Benny Blackwell, but we called him Boss Choke. That's the man that, as kids, we grew up. Boss was like, I would say he was 3 years older than me and Mo. And so you know how you grow up in a neighborhood and you just got this one guy who's just a bully? You know, that's who Boss was. So Boss used to like have this thing about, you know, picking on the twins. You know, because we were small back then. And he was relentless with it. But, you know, to the point to where, you know, he would make me and Mo fighting. You know, it's to us against him, and we gave him hell. And from that point on, he respected us. I mean, really, now you got the bully respecting you. I mean, to the utmost. So from that point on, we had been like, he was like our big brother from up until the day he died. But it was me, him, and Mo that started that whole thing when it came to them Bulldogs and Sheriff Powell. Yeah, I remember it very well because, remember, we didn't know what the hell we was doing at all. No idea, you know. But we Marines at the time, we were still in the Corps, so we basically like, well, the dogs was over Boss's house, so we took up camp over there, had all the dogs out on the chain, and Boss was like, he wanted to do Bruiser. You know, Bruiser was his boy. Bruiser was, I mean, he was out of some great breeding that everybody was talking shit about. But, you know, Boss just felt like, you know, they talking shit because we got Bruiser. We got some dogs. And see, in this place in Carolina where we were already kind of well known because trust me, fellas, we was out having fun. So the Bulldog community there, you know, already, being that we had dogs, they looked at us sideways. You know, we didn't know what we was doing. Oh, they running around with Sheriff Powell. You know what I'm saying? And remember, they was already scared of him, not because he was the police. They were more scared of him because of the dogs that he had. And he just had some top-notch connections, And maybe they was just jealous of it that we was just getting them dogs. But they were stuck on trying to beat these dogs. And that's how we end up hooking up Bruiser. And then once we got that first and seen what that shit was like, shit, it was on and popping. We hadn't learned, did nobody tell us nothing about no conditioning. You know, didn't even know the rules. I think a lot of how it was done, you know, Sure Powell was basically just along for the ride because he was basically setting it all up. Yeah, there you go. Here, get Bruiser. Go get Bruiser. No, get BA. Go get Blood. He was always the one setting it up. And Boss was the one that had no hesitation in getting them. Then you had Mo, who would always doctor him up and feed him. And then we got into that, okay, you know, Powell was like, you know, you got to start putting some work with these dogs, and we didn't know what that mean, but we had the Noose River, and so our conditioning program was riding the damn bike, the dogs all the way across town, getting into the Noose River, and anybody who knows where the Noose River is down in Kinston, North Carolina, it is not the cleanest place you want to be down in there, and then they'll tell them what was in the water, but that's how we were conditioning dogs back then. A lot of that water and swimming. Now, trust and believe that's an old Marine thing, because you want to know how good and well you in shape. Get in some water and see how long you can tread. Because treading water, especially in full clothes, is very, very hard to do, especially camouflage clothes. And these dogs used to tread water and still have the damn harness, and Mo always, and he has never changed from this, fellas. Mo, I have always conditioned dogs, even back when we were stupid in the game, with a goddamn weight harness on and a collar, always. Even way, way, way back then. All them years later, he never, ever stopped. So must have been something he got good, felt out of that. And he's basically giving y'all the insights on it. He said, because if you really listen to what he tell you, he said, man, you ever put on a pair of ankle weights and then just ran and run and condition with them weights on, competition, right before competition time come, you know what I mean? Not right before. Say, give yourself a week or two before competition and take them off. Now, you're supposed to be running even harder because you have less to weight. Trust me, fellas, there's going to be a difference. You take them weights away and you think about the things that I was able to do with the weights. Imagine what I'm doing without them. And I'm pushing myself because I know minus the weights, I'm supposed to do better. We always have been stuck to that way of thinking, and that's where Mo got that from. But yeah, that very first time, the very first times, because in Carolina, we whipped a lot of ass with one, Blood, BA, Bruiser, and Solo in judo. 5 dogs. 5 dogs is what we started with. Bruiser got stolen after we beat that champion Thor dog. You know, and that was a shocker to us because that was the very first dog we ever had stolen. And it makes you think, like, who the hell would want to steal a bulldog? When you're young in the game, you don't be thinking that somebody would do something like that. But that was not the last time people stole dogs from us. So that automatically tells you, and now that we've spent these many years in doing this, you know, there's a lot of good dogs that have been stolen, and I know exactly how the people who lost them felt, especially when they be them good ones. It's a heartening fact, bro. My man Garland McGett said Jerry Stackhouse tried to change it, but nope, still shithole. You know what? You're right. Well, not just Jerry was from there. Cedric Maxwell was from there. Maceo Parker was from there. Uh, Brandon Ingram is from there. Charles Shacker is from there. So there's a lot of good ballers just from that area right there as far as sports wise, just in that one little city that we talk about. Yeah, Jerry, Brandon tried to change it, but come on now, you're right, Garland. I mean, come on, but got to give them some love because that shithole's still there and they still getting it in. It don't since that flood, it ain't never looked the same. I mean, it became a bigger shithole. But I got to give them their love because I ran with them. Got kids down there. That's my North Carolina family. But, that's where it all started at. That's where Tony Wade was. You know what I'm saying? So you think about, that's the early part of our young lives. By the time we got in them late 20s, shit, you up there in Ohio and things is a little bit different. Because those guys, they were not like the North Carolina guys that we was hanging around with. Well, I say hanging around with, no, they became some big ass haters in the end as far as the pit bull community. Because, jealousy is a serious big thing. And we learned that way back then. Because if you beat up enough motherfuckers, trust and believe, they're going to hate. And you don't have nothing to do with that. Because I'm talking about Boss Choke was really, he a Marine now. I already told you he a bully. But he was a good dude. It was just one of them dudes, put like this. You out at the club and you got some badass walk up in there, and then you know how people go to acting, and then the first thing they be like, everybody up in this motherfucker is a bitch type of situation. Boss to be that first one to be up there, you better put some names on them because I'm up in here. And be dead ass serious. I mean, dead ass serious. And trust and believe, he wasn't the kind that you just wanted to all of a sudden save face with. Because I've seen him put plenty to sleep. Plenty. You put yourself in that position, don't ever believe that somebody out there won't call you on it. And he was one of them type of dudes. He would call you on it. And then he would tell you how he was going to do it. You say one more word, I'm afraid I'm going to bust you upside your head. And then I'm going to pick your ass up and slam you. Then I'm going to beat you until you sleep. And before you know it, he was talking to him while he was beating him to sleep. And he got to be, he got a name for that. I mean, that's anybody who know us, they going to know Boss Choke. Because that's how hard we all ran together. So, and that crew got a little bit bigger, but that just gives y'all the mind frame of you got bulldogs in these type of people's hands. Don't know shit about the bulldogging game, but all we know, they ain't fighting us. They got to beat the dogs. And imagine what that was like when you just beating up on people. You know what I'm saying? And at that time period, we was in the shit talking. You know what I mean? They garbage ass, we're young. We don't know no better. These are some older dudes, And the only reason we doing this because they talking shit. And then when you start, you get the ups on them, as young, you're going to be talking your shit too. And I think that's what led up to us, some of the dumb shit that we did early. Like going into Jeffro with judo, them type of mistakes, because when you leveled your game up, you couldn't make those type of mistakes. See, we had to learn that immediately when you stepped off into Ohio. They wasn't nothing like them boys that we was dealing with in Carolina. And I thought them boys in Carolina, they did have some great dogs. But the quality of the dogs that we had, not knowing what we had, was far superior than what they was bringing. And they're supposed to know more than us, but we, you know, we're cleaning the house right now. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you learn from those type of things. So yeah, that first time always it led to seconds, thirds, four, fives, and by the time we got to Ohio, we was big headed, stupid big head because we thought we could go there. But now we're dealing with people who are in a different part of this game, and that's how we learned about the fast lane because we left that part to step right into something where you're running into people like Ohio Cash, Pope, Johnny Hat, old man Mr. Struthers, Big Ralph, Noonie, even Lockdown Rudy. I mean, this is where these relationships start going, fellas. This is not Carolina. This all starts in Ohio. So I hear you, Mo. Go ahead, dog. I'm gonna let you have it.
Oh, you doing all right?
But I know I'm leaving out some
You
names.
forgot
though.
Loctite, Down and Dirty. Damn, got me mixed up. Behinds, you know, it was the whole crew up. All these was great dog men. Every one of them.
Yeah.
All of them had champions.
And then you
Mile
talk about
Mile.
Yup. Think about all the boys. Remember when we was in Maryland?
Yeah.
Laurel, Maryland, fellas. We're all down in there. We're all up in Virginia, Richmond, Charleston, Chicago. Can't forget Chicago.
Yeah.
Tennessee, Kentucky.
New York, Buffalo, Rochester,
Yeah.
New York City.
Lackawanna. Can't forget my
Lackawanna.
peeps out there in Lackawanna. Big shout out to Buffalo and Lackawanna. You know. Years, bruh.
Connecticut. Well, so I'm heading in
Yeah.
Jersey. Oh, we've been everywhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna put that link up there right quick, man. Hold on. I gotta go get. Hey Mo, you hold it down. I'm finna go take care of this hardware right quick.
Okay, hey, you got the link up?
Yep.
What up, everybody? Union County Kennels, what's up, fam? Yeah, back then, the kennels, we ran into like everybody was fast lane. And didn't understand what fast lane was until, you know, seeing all these dogs that we seen. All these dogs became famous dogs, people. And the guys that we're talking about. You know, could you say, you know, to us, it would be like, okay, I can pull up any one of these guys and show you in the journal. It's a totally different story. Like when we talk about Mikey, I'll give y'all a quick example, because I was running through some shit and I found Millbuster. Now, if you remember Millbuster, you're going to find his name in one of the baddest bitches of all times. Okay, hold on. Let me get it up here, guys. Yeah. See what I'm saying? That's it, him with Pandy. He had Champion Homie, Cannonball Candy, all champions. Let's see here. Here we go in an old journal. Now, I'm going to show you, look at the dogs. Look at the dogs he had. Hold on, let me go back up here. This Mill Buster. This was probably around in the 90s, like 91, 1990. Look at these dogs he got bred. Rampage.
Hey Mo, you need to bring it down so we can see strictly business, the top side. All we can see is the female side.
Okay, tell me what I gotta do now. Maybe open it up some more.
Just go up. Scroll up.
What they want to see. With this one?
I mean, I'm looking at the pedigree. Just scroll it up. That's all.
Like that?
I didn't see it move.
Oh, it ain't moved yet, okay. I'm just trying to get back to which one. It wasn't that one, was it?
I mean, the pedigrees are still the same one you put up, bro.
Oh, you still on Pansy? Oh, okay, hold on. Dang, I thought y'all was... I'm all over the place, hold on.
But you forgot how to use it now?
No, I'm sorry. I thought I was in there, hold on. I'd be right there. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, my bus. Okay, that's Meal Buster. Okay, here we go. Start back where I was. Oh shit. Okay, Meal Buster. This is around in the 1990s. Early. He also had, like I said, he had champion, grand champion Cannonball Candy, champion Homie. See these pedigrees? Rampage is tested, hard mouth bitch. Just breeding produced grand champion Flash, Clyde, a two-time winner, and Bones. Yeah.
I see Crazy Tippy down there.
Mm-hmm. And that's Sweet Williams and Half Pint. Other hell of a line. And that Baby Jones. That's a hell of a breed right here. There go champion Homie right there. Yeah, he was a hard bite motherfucker. He was a killer. He had the Eli Crunch. He could wreck one. And there go little Mikey. This is before Mikey was even born. This one right here. Running off of Millbuster Highway and Millbuster Holly. And I told you I got one of those puppies. That was little Mikey. He came out of this litter.
That's the one that beat the Legion of Doom.
Hold on.
He have some buck anymore?
Yeah.
That was a buck red boy cross way back then though. You know, Mikey was a badass dog. Hold on. You don't, but you didn't
I
do
don't
it.
know. I just changed it, that's all. This one got Mikey.
Hold on. Get you back over here.
I should be back up.
Yep.
There go Mikey. Same dog. But that was just Millbuster. And I spent the whole weekend with him. Took me over there to Mike Stewart. That's how I met hell on earth. What's another one?
Yeah, Mikey was a bad one.
Yeah. Champion Homie. This boy right here, he reminded me of Jigger. The reason why I say that, because he was a killer. Yeah, he was a nice bulldog, y'all. Been grand champion Cannonball Candy. Let me see.
Now, is Millbuster one of them names of the past that you think people just he wasn't that well known, or was it just we just thought he was just well known because everybody knew him?
He was well known. I mean, how can you not when you got Pandy? He the one produced Pandy. You know?
Mm-hmm.
He got a couple champions, you know. Hold on here. I'm just trying to put his name up. There goes Sheba, there go Bloodstone, there go Candy. Yeah, she was the grand champion. Thornton Dog Jones grand champion. Mm-hmm. Okay, who my next kennel I want to do up? We didn't have Triple M and all them on the show. I'm trying to grab up some I didn't have. Who else can I go get? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we didn't have Rock Tight on the show. Let me see, we didn't have, let's see who else we didn't have. We didn't have Gotta Eat on the show, rest in peace. And while we're talking about it, let me pull this one guy up here. While we up here. This guy here, Gary Athens. He just died last week, end of the week. He just died. Big shout out. Big shout out to Gary. Our condolences to Gary and his family. Everybody was messing with that Patrick shit, wasn't they?
They was
shout out
winning
to
with that
Gary.
shit. They was winning with that shit. That's the only reason.
Yeah, another one.
But if you look at their pedigrees, Mo, they was breeding match dogs. They was breeding match dogs.
Oh yeah, that's what most of them was doing. To me, all of them was doing it. Havana boys, all of them was doing it. I mean, like I said, even in his case, these boys was pretty good. They was matching dogs. Look at the dogs that they using. Y'all see these dogs in y'all 6, some of y'all 7 generations if y'all got them lines. Shit, these dogs is like right. You see how close all of them is. Look at that. Remember what Millbuster and them was working with? Very same dogs that became famous dogs. These bloodlines, the Tonka dogs, you know. A big shout out. Rest in peace. Another good one gone.
Prayers up to the family.
We talk about Prozac. You see the list. Let's see, I see Cock Diesel. Here's another one, you know, we talk about Prozac. Yeah, Champion Morocco. I don't see on here.
You looking for sugar?
Man, I got sugar ready. Pull up sugar. Champion Sugar. No, you had Champion May, Morocco, Sugar. Hold on, one more. I said May already, right?
Yep.
And he produced Champion Diesel, Kite Diesel.
Big shout out to the Hardware Kennels out there. I see you, fam.
And he produced Champion Kite Diesel. But you see how these dogs is being bred. You see how Morocco was bred. And all these guys, they all ended up integrating these very lines. Even us. I bred the Kite Diesel. He got a lot of dogs off of him. That's a nice dog off of Kite Diesel. Okay, who else?
Big shout out to my man Talker, the City Kennels in the house. What up, fam? SBC Kennels in the house. What up? Bam! My man SBC say Tonka Red Baron was in Texas heavy.
Mm-hmm. Here's another one, just Cherokee Kennels right here. Newman Buck. That's Cherokee Kennels. Here's another one in the rap. Or in the song.
Clifton behind enemy lines. What up, fam? Oh man. What up, though?
Full-time Willie when it was Willie. I used to referee a couple of his shows too. Great Dogman. Stories that's lit. Look at this shit. See this shit? Look how they breathe. Just why it is we can talk about them now. You gotta listen to that shit. Hey, you got some Baby Jones. Y'all see how this shit is bred? Did they winning with?
It seemed like everybody had good dogs back then, don't it? When you
I'm
stop.
telling you, that's the only way you would win. That's why we talk about these dudes.
I mean, but we weren't paying no attention to no pedigrees now.
No,
I mean, then.
no.
But when you
It's
look
just
at the
dog.
pedigree, right? But now you look at the pedigrees, you know, all these years later, you be like, no wonder that motherfucker kicking ass.
Mm-hmm. Redneck was another good one. Look how he bred. Y'all see what I'm saying? This should be a quick classroom of looking at Vaseline Dogman. I hate to tell y'all these dogs was in the journal, but these dogs were in the journal. See, he didn't even need Little Mayday to become an all-rim. That Gina Jet. Yeah, y'all see how they was breeding that shit? That's why they was getting them results. You know I gotta throw my boy Butcher Knife up in there. Even though this is not how he bred, he still got the dog and did what he had to do with him. That's why he gonna always be recognized, because he had one hell of a bulldog.
And he wasn't scared. That's for damn sure.
Right. Don't even need to dig into that. Who else I got? Let's see. Can't get my, let's see if I can pull new up in here. What? Okay. Trying to find something. I know somebody out there, y'all can pull me a pedigree for, up on Noonie. Who else I got? Who else can I go? We already know Super Kennels. Let me see who else. We know with Sean B. These guys been in the room. They be in the room. I know we talked about Wild Cash. Let's see, we talked about the Abrahams. Anybody else? Oh, I know, Tennessee Dog Pound. Okay. I'll start off with this one here. We talked about these dudes too. Tennessee Dog Pound. Look at that Kobe dog. Oh, look at that. Tell me that one ain't a nice one. Straight up Kobe bitch right there, y'all. God damn. That's a good one.
Hey Mo,
Yeah.
my man Monroe, England, He had posted a pedigree, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he had the number on the end. Did it work the same way that the old one did, or because you
I
can't
can
copy
check.
links?
I can check.
Okay.
Let me go through these champions of Tennessee Dog Pound right quick.
Okay.
You know, see these winners. Now they got the Kobe bitch going the long. Hey, pulled another 4-time win out of that. That Kobe bitch was throwing her, wasn't she? But y'all checking out these breedings? Fastlane Dogman. You see these breedings?
They was using they shit.
I did rock. I did Herman. Didn't I just do Herman? Nope.
Nope. Big shout out to the hard scratcher in the house. What up, fam?
Litter mates. I'm gonna rock with litter mates. I got to put Grand Champion Jap up there.
Them was your boys too, though, Mo.
Yes, they was. Remember his son handled China that night, remember?
Yeah.
Another one, look how this shit is bred. This is another grand champion, Tennessee Dog Pound. That's why I talks about him. And I got one more. I bring her up to the forefront right quick.
See, fellas, a lot of these dogs and these dog men that we be talking about, some of y'all have heard them, some of y'all haven't. But these is the kind of shit that you was competing against, back in the day, because we talk a lot about the journal, but the journal consisted of so many people doing it. So you got to be doing something to stand out amongst what all them people doing it. There's a reason why some just stand out more than others. Not taking away from the ones, there was, at least they were still out there getting it in. But there were just some out there that was doing it at such a level that you couldn't help but not know who the hell they was.
There's another one.
I remember her.
You see me right there? You see, okay. That's why we talk about those guys.
Seeing them beat up a whole bunch of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talking that shit. That, boy, you better have a bulldog. Mess around with
Have a
them boys.
bulldog, you better believe that. All of them to me. Can't be sleeping on none of them. Yeah, that's for sure. Let me see if I can pull up. I'm gonna get that number, Mike. Let me see if I can get a slingshot in there. Let me see, UFC.
Okay, let me get that right quick, that number. Hey, you got a pen close by? Because if not,
Yeah.
I'll pin it up.
Yeah, give it to me.
Number is 960971.
Bad boy. Bad boy, the legend. Shot his shit is bread, y'all.
Hold up. We ain't up there. It ain't up there, Mo.
Oh, it ain't on my fault. Oh shit. I keep forgetting my tab. How he does his bread.
That's
Another slingshot. Yeah, that's Fat Boy. Fat Boy the legend. The Saudi bread though, you gonna keep on hearing me say y'all Saudi breeding this shit? These is winners. See what it take to be a fast lane with winners? Litter mates.
and we talk about how hard it is to get one. These boys had the recipe.
Yeah, once you get it, you work it, but look how they bred, look how they breed. I'm not the only one that was doing that shit. That's what made Rosie all well. That's 3 of them in 1 litter. But look how they bred. God damn. Oh yeah, they was really, they stayed real close with that shady lady shit. They was really on that shit.
Hey Mo,
Yes sir.
you got to give a big shout out to the hard scratcher. He represent hard, man. He said we are now tuned in to one of the 3 best bulldog content creators of all time. Way to go, hard scratcher. Let them know. Let them. All right, man. I don't appreciate the love, though, fam.
One more, I cannot remember his name.
Wasn't Batman, was it?
Yeah, Batman. It was Batman. Yeah,
Yeah,
Batman. That Jones was little mate still. Yeah, Slingshot Batman. They come up. Let me see if I go back here. Let me see if I change the back.
Now, y'all, for those who remember, we had him on the show before.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when we was doing live then, I mean, we was doing live, but, you know, we wasn't doing StreamYard.
I don't see Batman. Yeah, but he had one name. He had another champion Batman. He was another good one. He beat Super Kennels once and he beat Roster Man. I can't say he beat Super Kennels once. I didn't know. I know he beat him. And he whooped Roster Man. And then, you know, again, these are all fast lane kennels, so they've all ran into each other at some point. I mean, I be forgetting about Blizzard Kennels and his Magic Dog. This dude here, he's another one. Blizzard Kennels.
Who's that?
He produced 3 champions in that breeding. And when he bred it to Mary, she produced not her.
Who you looking for?
A little dirty. There you go. He produced her. Yeah. He swore up and down that she was another pandy. You know, she got retired because wouldn't nobody go into her. You got a 27, 28 pound dog. Straight killer.
Straight firecracker too. Come out with the grand finale. Shit, from scratch.
See the breeds though. Bull, Reno, oh nasty, oh Bo's nasty. We shout out to the boys up there in Rock City, New York. But y'all see these dogs though, right? These guys, you know, they don't be showing. Y'all haven't seen on the show and the shit that they was doing.
Hey Mo.
Yeah.
Old man asked a question. He said, "Did you see any limpy blood back in the historical times?"
Yeah. The limpy dogs, yeah. Yeah, they were pretty popular. Oh yeah, they was bulldoggers. Yeah, these limpy kennels, yeah, they was doing their thing now. I know they was like, I always looked at it like they was breeders. But they was matching what they was producing.
Don't forget to share your window, Mo.
Okay, here it comes. My fault. Here goes some of that shit right here. See that shit? See what I call them? Breeders. Look how they did that shit. Carver. You want to come down to Bolio, this Carver shit. Alligator. Look at that shit. You see how these dogs is bred? They be winners though. That ham and stuff. This is what you cross it. You see how this what it's supposed to look like when you see it working. It's working. When you see that kind of stuff, then you be like, yeah, this is what you call working shit. Yeah, you see what kind of shit they was working with? Whoever said that? You know what I mean? Yes, sir. I heard of them back then.
Oh, Oat Man.
Oh man, you can't miss them when they out there, and they was fast lane too, bro. Yeah, they was getting it in. I mean, there's several more, I'm sure. Yeah, they was throwing some good dogs, and they was definitely, like I said, they was more like breeders to me, but they was definitely putting them down. At 36 pounds, she bested a 43-pound male in 2 hours and 16 minutes. And her next, she won in 2 hours and 6 minutes. Y'all want to see what game this look like? Look how that bitch is bred.
Okay.
trying to hold it together, money. Look at all that limpy shit. Champion Smuggler, Champion Gator, Champion Dutch. Putting them down. But y'all see these, you see the crosses, right?
Hey Mo, you know, we always talk about, you know, how we used to breed, right?
Right.
But as you doing this, we wasn't doing no more than what they was doing. And every last one of these that you showing, these dudes was winners, man.
Well, that's why I'm always putting winners up, because I'm trying to show everybody what a winner look like. I said 90% of your great dogs, I would say 95% of your great dogs, your greatest dogs, had great pedigrees. And we're not talking about pedigrees, we're talking about matched dogs that won with these pedigrees. Dogs that produce with these pedigrees. This is work getting done. You know, that's what I be on, that in depth. Ain't nobody just throwing shit together. You know what I'm saying? This is what it look like when you putting shit together. Now they're putting that work in. We didn't do no different. We took our line and we worked our line just like they did. Like all of them. Yeah, they was getting it in. Them was litter mates. See what I'm saying? Litter mates. And they definitely played in a time that it was rough.
That was a good one there, Oak Man.
That was a good one, old man. Yeah, that's another one. See? That tug bitch was throwing them. But it was a special way they was breeding it. You see how they was breeding it. That's Tombstone Bolio right there. I was gonna keep on reminding y'all, but we just can't keep peace right there. I ain't gonna just gonna leave it right there.
Who am I missing? I ain't got my screen blowed up. Got to be Stabbers.
Red baby.
Big Red baby, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah.
They sleeping on that roof and shit right here. Gary Hammond, that man damn to go back 40 years. And his shit still walking the line. You know, you can, and the funny thing about it, that shit still, time me on that shit, but I'll tell you something. These Hammond dogs, them dogs have been around just as long as Gardner's shit. And to be honest, you find that alligator shit compared to Tom shit, I'm going with the alligator shit. I like Tom shit, but I'm telling you that alligator shit ain't nothing to be playing with. That Hammond shit, that shit go with Mayday, that shit go with everything right now. You know what I'm saying? We was doing some damn tube testing back then, and I can tell you that Gary Hammond stuff has definitely held its time. You know, that's something to say damn near 40 years down the line, and I don't remember him ever having no straws. You know, we can't call him nothing but a breeder. Look at all this shit. Rufus. Look how they breed. You see, I'm showing you champions. And this is what champion pedigrees look like. And they sure of them. But look at the pedigrees. Sorry, y'all, I'm not sitting down and truly inspecting them, but I know I'm leaving enough time in there, y'all can take the look, you know. Tell you that hammer stuff, boy, it's good to have when you got it right. Look at that shit. When you got it right. Now you get lucky, you can have a whole damn all worm litter. That's saying something. I know there was one more. I seen Andy up there. I'm gonna run with it before I leave. Michelle, Piggy.
Did you hit Brutus?
Where he at?
Over to your left.
Oh yeah,
Spike.
Grand Champion, my bus. Forgot Brutus. Jerry Hammonds. Ronnie Anderson owned the dog. Know the dog bred good. Yeah. Till they got in that niche and they stuck with it. See the pedigrees on how they bred though. You know, these is not like thrown together. That's the point I'm making. And a lot of these breedings and crosses, okay, bred back to Michelle, double bred. I don't see no all them shit, but I'll pick up Roberto. Look at the power in that dog. Look what his weight was. How much y'all bet he was a rough one? How much you bet that dog was a rough dog? See the certain niches, you see it? It's just certain things that you just keep playing in. I mean, they kept it right too, and they kept breeding the best to the best. You know? Hey, this is how you make champions. I'm going through them. Get back up on my people here. Okay.
Hey, did you ever get to that number, man?
Oh no, here, let me try it. Let me try it. I'll take a pause and do that. Okay, let me see. I see the Firm, Cane Valley. I see Ruckus Brother. We got to dip back in somebody like this line right here, the bloodline here. Let's go investigate. Blood in, blood out. That sounds like them Texas boys. They be having some nice ass dogs. Yeah, what I tell you. Yeah, I like this shit right here. I had to go back a little to check out, see where we was headed with this. Yeah, and yeah, them boys right there, they got some bulldogs. They have some bulldogs. Yes, they did. As you can see, they was breeding. Even they got smart with that damn hardcore shit, didn't they? Threw little balls in there, then they went up in there and used that termite cross with the yellow. We're gonna have that yellow shit in there. Gabriel. I would be more excited if I seen winners though. You know. Not saying that some of these dogs weren't.
Yeah, we talk about that too though. The more you come to the front, working your way toward the front, you start seeing a whole lot of that going on because they're living off the blood of the
This backside shit.
fifth,
Yeah.
sixth, seventh.
That's true. That's true.
But see, we was living in them times of those days, that time period back in the, like in this pedigree here. You know what I mean? You go
Right.
back to the fifth and the sixth, you be like, okay, there's a reason why the change happened because shit, they was getting it in. That's put us back in our time. Look at them dogs back there. Blood in, blood out. They were using that shit, Mo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that strips, this dog right here, big part of the puzzle. Nice part of that puzzle. Nice cross right here. You see what I'm saying? That's Morocco's little mate sister right here. We had the Gabriel coming off of Termite. This one here coming off of Selena. Morocco going to Selena. Oh, that's a good one. But again, I like the pedigree, but it would be a lot nicer if you seen the work that's enticing in the third. You see what I'm saying? If you look at this, the third generation, the only thing that was being brought forward was right here. That's all I'm saying. You got Spartacus. Jamison show here. Let me take a look. Oh, he looking good.
Fine looking animal right there, boy.
Mm-hmm. 42 to 43. Again, nice pedigree though. That's the work. See what I'm saying? See the work. There's the work right there. There's a champion there. Go take a visit. Yeah, he produced one. Look at that bottom.
Big shout out to my brother from another mother, my main man, Pit Dog. What up, fam? My man SBC Kennels said Hammonds had a man biter named T-Rex. He kept by a weak spot in the fence. Come through there you want to, kind of mug. Yeah, I wish you would.
This is a nice bred one. Grand Champion Shugs. And that's look at that breed. See, that's what I'm talking about. See the difference? That's what I'm saying. Let y'all marinate on that one for a second. That's a nice bred dog right there. And he a working dog too? Come on. That's the kind of shit that I be riding on, guys. Cause I'll show y'all this a lot. And it's always not the same dog. I said, winners, when you know you're working with something, that's what the pedigree is supposed to look like. It could be any dog there if it's bred good like that, like the ones we continue to show you. You need to be studying that shit. If you can study it, and maybe you don't have to do it and get the results. You know, I'm talking about preserving something. I might not be involved, but goddamn it, I'm gonna try to find me something to preserve. Then I understand how you preserve it. You know what I mean? When they get away from that and just start putting shit together because it look good back there, hey, it starts falling off. The end is near. But we continue talking about those people that's in their stories and the dogs that they were using and the things that they were doing. You know? Hey Mike, let me grab me something to drink right quick. Hold on, guys.
I'm doing that. I'm going on here and check out what's going on. Garland, I don't know if you was around, but we were just talking about old Dowdy. he was known to be a great conditioner. And anytime that you went to mess around with him, you better bring a bulldog all the time. So you're not the only one that I heard say that. So, you know what I mean? Old man Dowdy.
Oh yeah. You some more boys we have on the show.
Yeah, that's most wanted.
Look how they working their head. They just went there. That goddamn Joker must have been a nice dog. $34-pounder. 2 grand champions. They threw the Fat Bill connection up in there. Look at that one. Look at that top. Well, I got to click on him. He's too nice. I got to click on him. Yeah, look at that shit. That's what you call breeding. The boys was catching on. See Fat Bill up in there, y'all. Okay, let me go back and see some more shit. Santana.
Hit that double grand champion up to the head, man.
Where at?
Williams and Reno's most wanted. Come down.
Oh, that's him right there, red. That's what I'm looking
Red.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mayday, Stone City, double Mayday with the, going back to Diana, the Blondie, Yellow Buck Rhythm, sister. I'm going to dive into this shit, y'all. Show y'all this Eli shit back here. They still doing that shit. See that shit? Nicarino, Soros. You can tell he was a breeder. He had to sit down and do some study. You know what I mean? Because this was the niche right here. The Cujo stuff. You know?
I can't forget about my girl being that you're over there.
Nice cross. Y'all don't know too much about that soul shit. Dive back in there a little bit. You know. You see Zeke up there walking the line, bam, 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 bam. Why these dogs produce? You get a run off like that, you run with it. That's a very hard thing to do. But when you got one, and you can get it up in your pedigree, you're going to have bulldogs. You sit there and start looking good again until they put that whack on it. So you know this real dog had to be real nice for them to breed this bitch right here to them. You know what I'm saying? There must have been something to this shit right here for them to take this bitch right here to breed to that dog. Come on now. And wherever it was, it worked. You know? Shout out to the breeder. Cause he died right in there and did him a 50 battle cross.
Go get my girl, man.
Oh, you want me to go get it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause you know them boys right there, they weren't bullshitting around. But I just
No,
wanted to
I'm
see.
trying to tell you. They had a couple of them.
Yeah. If they made it to our yard. When we talk about Red Ruby, there she go.
So they was playing with that Mayday shit. That's a nice pedigree. Plain and simple. This is why it worked. Oh, they knew what they were doing when they came to our yard. Well, we got one more. I seen her in there. Misread. Off that ruckus shit. This is what they started out with right here. Yeah, this was their first champion right here, y'all. Then they hooked up with them DD boys. Got what their name was.
DDK.
Yeah, DDK. Champion Balls, Champion Balls, Champion Nasty, Champion Note. They had a couple of them. All of them had bulldogs. They made a garner shit right there. Yeah, that's what they started with. This shit right here.
Now, I think DDK was the ones that was mentoring Most Wanted, wasn't it? Or was it the other way around?
No, they brought them in. Yeah, they was the one that brought them in, got them hooked into that shit, that Mayday shit. Yeah, they came in and hooked them into that. They was off and running. Cause they had that ruckus bitch. And they just changed up. Cause of that Mayday shit. They saw that Mayday shit and like, man. And that was the dog, this dog right here.
Hey, what dog is it they had that was a 52-time Mayday?
Oh, I think that one was off of Bam. The other grand champion Red Dog. That 10-time winner. Wasn't that 10-time winner?
I believe so.
No, he had one. Damn, which one was it? I don't know. I think it might have been Red Ruby. It was bred like that. I know this bitch was in there somewhere. Hold on. This motherfucker right here. See that champion there, champion there, champion there, champion there. And there go the 10-time winner. Y'all see that, right? Yeah, Team DDK wasn't playing. Yeah, that's why most one of them jumped on that bandwagon money. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's how y'all take that shit and run with it.
And they say we was Mayday crazy.
Right.
Like, you mean y'all want to see Mayday crazy? Shit. These boys are West Coast, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Look, you saw Champion Max.
Came way to Florida. That's probably how they wound up over there in the yard.
Mm-hmm. Man, they studied us, man. I'm telling you, them boys knew what they was doing. See, they Max. That's Florida. That's a hell of a breed. But again, you see what makes these winners? You see, I'm still pulling up champions though, y'all. You see that, right? Bam Jr. Yeah, them DDK boys, they was the mentors over Most Wanted. And they liked to play around Texas down there with Evolution. But they had their money, and they had some dogs. And they were getting it in. Shit,
like
they
this
paid
song.
$2,500 for that. They paid $2,500 for Mayhem. Why did for Madame? Yes, they did. Cause I was selling for $2,500. I sold that whole damn litter for $2,500 off of Maytour and Brat. Go back to it. Yeah, that's a $2,500 puppy. Yes, sir. She had siblings. Ain't got but one of them over here. Got you, Maeve. Oh, there was 5 of them mugs. Yeah, that's what a $2,500 pup looked like.
Now, Putty, y'all got to remember them times now. You know, when in the song where we said we build it all brick by brick, trust and believe.
We mean brick by brick.
We literally meant brick by brick because that was the downfall of a lot of these kennels, fellas.
Sure was. Yep.
That was the downfall. A lot of great dogs came up being destroyed behind that shit. So we talk about their success, but we can tell you a lot of them faced that failure too.
Yeah, Crane Valley, Shady Days,
DDK,
Most Wanted, DDK,
yeah.
all of them.
Don't forget McNasty, you know.
Yep, McNasty, Abrahams, Army, McNasty, Big Ralph,
Butch, BLB, yep.
Yep. But that was that New Jack era. That's what I call it. Ain't that what I call it? The New Jack era. Bakari.
I think Boone too.
Yeah, Ricky Jones.
Ricky Jones, yeah.
Hey y'all. All them dudes was down there close. If they weren't millionaires, they were down there close to it. And that's for real. And not to say that I wasn't no good guy my damn self. Running around with them, I got, I'm one of them built by brick my damn self. Shit.
Shit, what?
All out in bakery everywhere.
Everywhere, hell.
But this is how we was breed, like everybody else was breed. Everybody was on that pattern. I mean, can't nobody sit up there and give a class like this unless you've been there. The in-depthness of all these dogs, can't y'all see there's a formula there where everybody want to be clack, clack, clack and laughing about it, but I don't pull a number of champions, and I'm giving y'all a chance to see what real Dogman champions look like and how they were bred, and how they was getting them, and what they was doing with them. Now, how you supposed to preserve that?
Without doing that. That's what I'm on. Them days can't never be like that again.
Well, a lot of them lines is gone. When they snatched up them yards, they took all them dogs. This was the 50, I think this was this one, Mike. This one here.
Yeah.
Bitch got so much Mayday in her, it's ridiculous.
That's her. 52 times Mayday.
And she produced. And that's what her being bred to Gunner, Red Ruby.
Yeah, but this is right when the yard got took.
Yeah.
She was down to the end. Before that even got started, that yard was gone.
They go hammer. Yeah, they was breeding their shit now. These the people that we be talking about. Look at all that Mayday in that dog. They treated that damn dog like she was Bolio or Klaus.
And they say we was strung out on Mayday.
Right.
Fellas, nowhere close to this. No. Y'all have to revamp that one. And we ain't had nowhere near the money they had, and they wasn't playing.
Yeah, Evolution, all of them was down in there in that mud. They was all playing in that mud. They was all, you know what I'm saying, that Texas run, shit, I believe they was getting off on them. I can't tell you, say their business, but I can tell you that much. Why y'all hang around Texas so much? Y'all West Coast. Y'all got Texas and West Coast locked down. I told you how they came and got the dog. They paid $2,500 like it wasn't shit. They knew that before they came. And they came. Came in there looking like BMF. Flew in, but came in a big ass truck. It was one of them newer trucks too. 2008. No, it wasn't 2008, it was 2004. They came and got her. Nice ass truck. Everybody blinged up.
I had them cracking the fuck up.
I took the ass over to where them lines was like I did Black Ice. I told him, I said, man, Black Ice came the same way. Black Ice came with a big ass, nice ass truck. Blinged up. Yeah, he was blinging. So, man, I'll show y'all a line and walk up to this truck, and his head will be sitting inside your window. He didn't never believe that shit. I took him right across the street. You tell me that motherfucker could put his head in your window. And he was in a big ass truck. They were like, damn, this dude went across the street from some goddamn lions and tigers. I said, yeah. Big ones. Big Black Ice will tell you, he saw the shit too. All of them been to the yard. But that's when, you know, I look back there then and I would be like, I know all my peoples, and I say this, you know, when I look at this shit now and be like, I thank all of these people.
I'm gonna stop sharing this because we coming up on 12:30. Yeah. Okay, let me get us back in here because this is where it's gonna get good at. Yeah, go ahead and let them know, Mo.
Yeah, I gotta give it to all. Shout out to everybody that I named, and those that I ain't got to yet. You know, I gotta probably come up with me another one. You know, to finish in the blanks that I did miss. But I thank all of them because studying and watching all of those people and understanding what I learned from James Pope, what me and my KP came to agreements on, and that was we could see formulas. That's all we could call it. You know, when we sit down and study and we can look at what they're doing and how they getting what they doing, you know, you learn it and you see it so much that it becomes part of the niche in your own yard. And I'm telling you, I bred like everybody else was breeding. And I was getting what everybody else was getting. Something to work with. But don't be for them. You know, the opportunity that came along with that, I wouldn't be sitting up here doing this podcast, not like I can do it compared to what everybody else trying to do. One thing for damn sure, I can sit up here and discuss all this shit with y'all and enjoy talking about some real shit. You know, it's just, when you've done it, man, it's just like, you look back at it. I know why the old school dudes be sitting back there watching this all the time. Because they know. You know, that feeling of what it felt like to be able to get out there and do what we was doing. And you got to still remember, we got to feed these damn dogs, take care of them, shit and all. Chains, collars. I mean, everybody was that deep. I mean, everybody who was worth a fuck, they all had that fever. Remember, without an opponent, how we gonna get a win? So you gotta respect the losers. Because without them, with none of this been able. The competition to compete. And as you could tell, there was thousands of people out here doing this. And there was thousands of dogs being used. There were thousands of great pedigrees that was being made. You know? And lost a lot of them.
Hey, Mo.
Yes, sir.
You got a question. My man Hard Scratcher said, GSK, let me ask y'all this. If there was one breeder you think that you could thank for breeding a dog instead of sending him to the pound after defeat, who would it be?
I'm kind of lost on the question.
Okay.
If there was one breeder you could thank for breeding a dog instead of sending him to the pound after defeat, who would it be? Well, I wouldn't be thanking a breeder if he lost. You know, I mean, it's not even the breeder, it's the dog. You know, that's what I would have to say. If it comes down to me having to take him to the pound, that means I don't want him. You know? And his pedigree could never be that good, regardless of who he is bred off of. You know? That's all. I mean, if he lost game, I could thank the breeder for, you know, at least we had a game dog. And he wouldn't be going to the pound. He'd be going home. Game dogs don't go to the pound. A loss is a loss. Remember, I've had many losses that I lost game. Roger Ramjet lost twice. And all his adversities, the dog never quit. He's going home with me. You know, that's how I look at it. That goes for the ones that don't make the team too. You make it back on the chain on my yard, you was a good one. Even if you didn't make the team. You know. Once you get cut from the team, anything goes. I have to make sure that I'm taking the right thing back out there to the chain. That I have to go and fix this thing back up to put it back out there. And never knowing I can't use him, not for what I like to do. So I gotta make sure. Is he worth it? You just gotta prove it. Because I'm not trying to take nothing back that I don't want to deal with unless you show me. One less chain, one less shit to pick up, one less dog to feed. You ain't on the team anyway, you done got cut up, you already know what's up. So if he make it back to the chain, then you thank the breeder for giving me such a game dog, even though he was not going to be able to play like the dog that's going to make our yard famous. May 2 was one of those dogs. May 2 made it back to the chain.
Bucko didn't make it back to the chain.
Yeah, Bucko made it back to the chain.
Yeah, he did, but you still sold him.
But I sold him as a game dog.
Right.
I didn't sell no trash. Remember, he made it back to the chain.
Yeah.
I didn't sell him right after I did him.
I'm just saying he didn't make the team. He went back to the yard.
Oh, yeah, he made it back to the chain, though, because when he didn't make the team, what else am I going to do with him? Look at Yellow Nico.
Yeah.
Yellow Nico didn't make it back to the chain. He made it back to the chain.
Sold him, too.
Yes, I did. Sold the Citrus Kennels.
Right.
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm just putting that as a point that there was a
But
lot
that's
of
good point,
dogs
Good
that
point.
did not make it the team that turned out to be really good dogs.
True. I don't know what you call good dogs. I wouldn't call them good dogs.
Well, to other people,
I
they were
mean,
good
my
dogs.
good dogs is they're competing.
Well,
I mean,
but
I'm sorry. I mean, I'm trying. I know what you're saying, man.
in other people's hands, they turned out to be good
Oh,
dogs.
they produced. Yes, they did.
Exactly. So it's not like they was bad
Okay,
dogs.
here go Yellow Nico right there. Citrus Kennels had it.
Hold on, let me move that out the way there. Okay, let me get big real quick. All right.
Going Hard Yellow Nico. Up in Nico Jr. Sassy Girl. Yeah. I mean, I haven't got a picture of him. I ain't put it up there, but I got a picture of him. All these dogs were winners. All three of them.
Look at that
Now,
mouth on that boy.
look at that mouth. Now, you know that's off of Sassy Girl now. Sassy Girl's off a Little Mayday. That's a Mayday mouth. Yeah, he was a two-time winner. Yeah, I got him in the book. Let me go out the other one. Yeah, little Yellow Nico had a Little May's sister too. Her name was Blondie. We called her Blondie too.
Big shout out to my man Bubba Lopez. What up, fam? Cosmin Cal. What up, though?
Here's the other one. Reggie Little Yellow Nico. He was a two-time winner.
I'm just saying, man. He still left the yard, man.
Oh, I saw him in Citrus Kennels. Citrus Kennels, you already know who Citrus Kennels is.
I mean,
It was a good kennel.
yeah. I mean, you always send him
He
to good homes.
ended up taking him home and he ended up putting him down trying to stop him and ended up having to cut his leg off. You know, that's how much he liked him. He wouldn't have had to amputate it. So you know what kind of dog he had.
Mm-hmm. That they just had to see.
Well, you know, he bought them two bitches down there and went on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Pretty well. Probably went home being pretty hard on him.
Right.
And the shit just wrecked his ass twice. Here's the other one. All three of those dogs were two-time winners. But you see how they was bred.
Oh, hold on, Mo. My man Hard Scratcher said, in other words, there are dogs today that should have been knocked off after a loss. Instead, the owners chose to breed the dogs, and the dogs helped the game get to where it is now, like Rascal, Snooty,
Exactly.
Son.
Yep. You got it. Rocky, champion Rocky, he lost twice to Buck and Grand Champion Ace. They brought him home. You're right. You said that, Mike. That was a good point. You just
That was
tag
my-
it up.
Yeah, hard scratcher.
Okay.
He was the one that got us on that conversation anyway.
Okay, well, he definitely got a good one. I'm gonna end the night though. I gotta end the night with my Akron hero though. Before I go, I gotta put his pedigree up before I leave. It would just not be right. Hold on. Would you see me moving around?
No, I don't see it.
Yeah, here I come.
I was laughing, but hard scratcher said Rascal went on to produce decent dogs after a loss.
Yeah. A lot of other ones did too, my friend. You're definitely right. And so did Rocky. Champion Rocky went on to produce some great dogs. I had to put up my boy. I had to put him up. Some more of that Eli shit. But I just had to point out this was a bad dog right here. Now when you go out there and you can compete and work and keep in mind everything was being pushed brick by brick. And when you can get out there with those guys right there, because wasn't nobody in that competition right there, Chief. I just rest my case with that one. And that's how I'm going to end the night. Because he doesn't have a great, pretty pedigree. But in true reality, his pedigree is a lying pedigree. You just can't see it.
See that shadow? What's that?
Oh, that's probably. Oh, I must be getting inside my bus. That's me. Yeah. Hold on. No, I'll be right back. I'm there. I'm going to put it up. Like, wait, there you go.
Cool.
Okay, am I up?
Yep.
That's it. Okay, now, I'm just going to go back right quick and show you what's back there. It's the top half. And you got, as you see, old man Carpenter. This is Grand Champion Luther's legitimate brother right here. Old man Mr. Carpenter produced that shit. Up in Warren, Ohio. Where did he cross the shit back to? Just in case y'all didn't know about how Luther was bred. The Eli dog. Yeah, y'all see it. Look at the owl. All that old shit. P. Sparks, Cavino,
Sykes.
Sykes, Komaninski, Divine. That's it. Everything else, Eli. And when you're looking at it, that's him. Here's the bottom. Look at old man Stevenson down here, Mike. Stevenson's Big Ben. Yeah, that's the bottom. That's why he whooped the dog that he whooped. He had a hell of a nice pedigree. You just couldn't see it from the front. But every one of them, this whole line of these dogs was battle dogs. Yeah, Little May brother. She went on to produce. He got this dog, wasn't even supposed to breed her. This right here, Sam Lambier, Pittsburgh. Same Sam Lambier you find in Tornado's paperwork. So they was riding on that big boy. And then you see him in the top half. So they was like they knew what they was doing. And the thing about it, Satan produced and his Little May sister produced. BJ and Charlie and them came off the Little May sister. Y'all seen Reva, y'all seen her, she produced. George produced, we bred Maytu to one of his daughters. He came up with a little black dog, a brindle dog named George. What we call him, Mike? Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier.
Joe Frazier. Where's his sibling sister at? There she goes. Champion BJ, Champion Charlie, and two-time winning Shy Girl. All them was all litter mates. Remember Champion Charlie was supposed to be going into Tyrone. Maybe y'all heard that story. Look at the cross. More Eli. Y'all see all that Jeep? Rascal. Well, I don't see no rascal. Hold on now. I see Jeep. But I do see rascal. not Oscar, but yeah. Oh, Oscar. Remember we used to have these dogs right here, Mike. That was Destiny now.
Mm-hmm.
Eli. That's my brother. Well, Alpha Negro.
Took it right out of my mouth. I just think about it. Oh, Oslo Negro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we had all these dogs, man. Yeah, I had Satan, little made brother on the yard. He was just as bad as Satan. He was just a nice line of dogs.
Yep. I think Joe Frazier was a good one.
Yeah.
The representation of it, you know?
Yeah. Let's see if I pull him up.
I thought it would have been, you know, the ultimate breeding of all time when they bred Satan the Sable. Didn't give a shit. You know what I mean?
That's Joe Frazier. He looked just like that little dirty bitch, don't he? Yeah, we were doing that too. He was a two-time winner, two-time best in show. I think for a second he beat Latin Connection, and Big Mike was from Hardcore as the referee. Got him a best in show on that one too. But this is a Going Hard breeding. That's my KP. And he's the one that made the breed because he had made two at the time. Arsenal is the same Arsenal kennels that had Champion Boss Lady. You know, Buddy Loves, Champion Buddy Loves, Little May's Daddy's Little May's sister. Same Arsenal kennels that had Grand Champion Mr. Mayday. Yeah, he's a, I would call him, he's a extension to the Going Hard family. Shout out to Arsenal. Yeah, he ended up with Reba. Okay, Mike. But again, y'all looking at the pedigrees, y'all see what works, right?
Kyle said, y'all keep the Jeep Eli cross in there.
We always gonna have it. Yes, sir. We believe in it.
We weren't the only ones, though. Come on now. I'm trying to show. I mean, you're telling them,
Right.
fellas.
Right.
We was not the only ones. Big shout out to This Is Not J-Bo, a.k.a. J-Bo, the legendary man's in the house. What up, J-Bo? I see you, fam.
Before I close out, I gotta give my boy a shout out to Mr. Buddy Love. Same guy. KP. They just know how to breathe. Arsenal's champion boss lady. She beat the 4-time winner Lala going for her grand championship. Stopped her ass. Yeah. Feel the pedigree, know the pedigree. That's a going hard breed. I just had to slide in there, make sure I got my legendary shit off. Before I had to throw my boy T.O. in there because he's in the, he's got a story that's lit. Finishing out the night with my boy.
Okay.
Got you, man. Okay, that's it. Good one though. Y'all see those? But did y'all notice something? If you're paying close attention and you really starting to catch on because I'm feeding it to you, and I'm not just throwing up a pretty pedigree, I'm throwing up bulldogs. Bulldogs. Now, steady, real bulldogs. Steady the kennels. I didn't pick up one guy over here that just had a champion. I picked up guys that had several champions. Lines that are working, steady. How you gonna preserve something if you don't even know what you're trying to preserve? Don't need your philosophy. Your philosophy is not preserving shit. What you need to do is preserve what you see. If you can figure out what you see, that's what you're trying to preserve. The best way to preserve it is to stick to what makes it work. Every damn one of them was champions. Champions, grand champions, kennels that had champions and grand champions, kennels that had winners, kennels that was out there producing their own shit. Look how they was producing their shit. Look at the wins. Look at the accolades. I mean, we can do that with all of them. We've done it with Mau. We have done it with Triple M. We've done it with Tony Wade. We've seen all these dogs. You know, we done done it with our shit. We done done it with Gameville shit. Gotta eat. Sniper, Loctite. All these are been our guests. If y'all study these pedigrees, you know, that's the only way once you got it, you understand it, then I can understand somebody talking about preserving something. Gotta first understand what you're trying to preserve. I mean, really, what are you trying to preserve? That's all. Now, me, personally, I feel like I could probably breed a dog and understand preservation or understanding, because you just know when you've done it before. You know what I mean? All I want to do is preserve the blood. Now, how am I going to preserve the blood? It sure ain't going to be like I could preserve the blood back in the time that I was doing them. That's like putting me up here in the now and say, Twin, could you preserve the Going Hard dogs now? How? I don't do this shit no more. How am I supposed to preserve what that shit was back then? Even if it was here. You know what I mean? I would, if you was talking about, you know, in the now, we're talking about, you know, some legal shit. I can never get back what I had back then legally. So there's no way in the hell I can preserve it. How? You know, take the puppy out of the litter that, you know, he could be a champion. He could be crazy as hell. I could probably put him in some confirmation shows and he'll just sit there all day looking like he's trying to get every dog in the place and probably run some confirmation shows with him. All because of the way he looked and the way he's acting. Just put a good, nice shape on him and let him go out there and just beat a bulldog. If I had to cut him loose, he'd eat your ass up. Tell every goddamn dog in the goddamn show. But how would I know? I wouldn't know. It would be nothing concrete, wouldn't be nothing solid. You know what I mean? Preserving what was back there is not the same as trying to preserve what's up here. I can't. It can look like I'm doing it, but where's the facts? Remember receipts? No guarantees, just because. That's not a guarantee. You see? There's a difference. So, when, you know, talking about preservation, all these great dog men that we have had on this show and all these great pedigrees in and pulled up, come on now, how? Oh, that's the past. There's no way in the hell, you know, I mean, the reality check would be, you know, if y'all thought y'all were doing such a great job, that's because y'all haven't been informed. Who's out here to inform y'all? No, the hell y'all haven't. Because there's no way you can. Not based on what was built back then. It just can't happen. And the ones in the back street, I got all shout out to y'all because remember y'all's story that can't be told. And if there's any preserving going on in this community as far as what it comes to the future, it's the only place it could ever be able to be preserved is through them night dwellers. The night dwellers, they're gonna give you something to play with because they all turn into peddlers. You just gotta sit there and hopefully you catch one out there one day where you can breed, just gonna breed to the right ones. You know, and that's preservation. You know, you're not the task is the basement. Preserving it, if that's what you choose to do, the right way is to make sure that you get the right preservation to be able to take it the right way. Just because it's bred like that don't make it what it is. Okay, Mike. Hey, y'all, thanks for listening, man. I hope I gave y'all a good run on, especially y'all can give a little light to the guys, and when you be hearing these songs and stuff, and we be breaking these names down, you know, one thing for damn sure, you know, with what I showed y'all tonight with some of these Dogmen and shit, that hey, you know what it's all about. I mean, when we talk about, don't talk about it, be about it. Them names, them be about it. Like a lot of those names, we didn't have to go through like Hardcore and Stone City and Bakari and Walking Down Ram. You know, these guys have already been out here. You've already seen them.
Can't forget
There was
boot
more
camp.
names. Don't forget boot camp. You know, we talk about boot camp all the time. J-Bo right there, you know, he know him better than I do. But these were great dog men that had great dogs. So yeah, those cuts, man. When I listen to them, you know, I listen to them in a way that, you know, I'm glad, you know, we did it because, you know, I want them guys that I put out there to know that I know, and I appreciate everything. Because if it don't be for all them, I wouldn't be where I'm at to be able to sit out here and tell y'all something, especially, you know, coming from where I came from. Because if I didn't have that opportunity to come from where I come from, I'm telling you, that's what set me so different than everybody else. I can tell you and show you who the people I'm running around with was doing and what they was doing. I ain't trying to be better than everybody else. I'm just telling you this is what was going on. Gave y'all the receipts to see for yourself. You know, come on. Study that shit, know that shit, get that shit. Thank y'all.
Well, thank you, because it was all about the damn people in the song for me, because you know, when you start seeing these people, you understand why we feel the way we feel about these people, and why if you pay close attention, you will see why we talk about these people. And it really wasn't about no bloodlines. It was maybe if you got good dogs and you're impressed with these people, you know, it makes you hungry. You know? And some of us was just hungry like that. You know, I don't know how many other guys they might have had that some of these dog men can talk about, you know, because, you know, none of them stuck up. You know what I'm saying? Relationships and all that other good shit and the funs and the talks. You know, at the time it was happening, you just took it as part of the game. You know what I mean? You hook up Saturdays and Sundays, getting it in. With the average person watching football, no, we doing dogs. You know? And just to be around people that, you know, that opened them doors and gave us the opportunity to see a lot of the shows that we've seen. You know? Some more than others, you know? But, again, it's basically what we was trying to get across about why we speak about the people we speak about. Because if you see the amount of work, remember, that's just a small group. I mean, we couldn't even cover them all. We tried to. You know, but we still can't cover them all, because if you really think about it, fellas, you only saw a small bit of that group of people, and damn, did you see they dogs? I mean, some of them we ain't got to go over with the Abrahams and Super Kennels and, you know, Boot Camp, Stone City, Southern Kennels. We ain't got to go through them. They already got their list of their own shit. Y'all, we know y'all seen that enough. You know what I mean? We ain't even hit the Noonies. We ain't even hit the Sean B's. You know, even though how Cash. You know what I'm saying? But when we say these guys got their stories, and their stories, you know, for us is lit because they do really have stories, and they really do have like more than one champion. They was not no fly-by-nighters. This was what we consider, you know, that lane. And when we was running with them, this is how we were able to see and meet the people that we were able to meet and see and play with. And hell yeah, and I look back on them times. Yep, bricks all over the damn place. And, you know, is that our fault? Maybe is that the reason? Is that the example we set back in the day, back in them late 80s, early 90s, all the way through the 2000s? Is that what we was doing? Were we the creation of that madness? Maybe so. Maybe so. But then that's been 30 years for us, and it's still they doing the same damn thing, still getting busted the same damn way. So trust me, fellas.
That's why I call it the New Jack. They understand what I mean by New Jack City? That's why I call it New Jack. Everybody was on.
Yeah, pretty much. Getting it in. But those was our times. This is why I'm saying, you know, can't never go back to that. Never will get back to that. And if it does get back to that, we should know about it for another 20 years. So that's just one of them things, you know, you got to be in the know, and the need to know is none of your damn business. You know, and that's why I sit back and think about the shit that I see on Facebook and the way people be acting and everything. And it's kind of like, is that the kind of future that they're looking at? Because, you know, that's not going to work out too well. No. But in the same token, I'm not going to sit on and shit on nobody simply because how can I do that and I was just as bad? You know? Can't. And big ups to the ones who understand where we're coming from and understand that, you know, don't never have to be like it was. And if it ever do get to that, like it was, then we don't have nothing to worry about because there won't be nothing to talk about. Put it back to where it belongs. Because that's where it's going to be safer. It's just don't talk about it. It's none of your damn business. You don't need the journals. You don't need Facebook. You don't need that. You know, again, 20 years in the making, you'll be talking about a whole new name of great dogs. But trust and believe, it will never get back to the way it was. And that's why we talk about it. Because that's a part of history that played a major, major factor in the demise of the future. And believe me, a lot of them felt it the same way. A lot of them. A lot, fellas, when I tell you. That fell under the, you know, the crunches of doing the wrong thing. So, yeah, we know that part too. I guarantee the ones that it happened to, they understand that part too. Can't let them forget that, twin. Nope, we're not going to let them forget that. A lot of great dogs gone. A lot of the time in your life, gone. But that part of them bulldogs, it ain't going nowhere because we gonna make sure it don't never go nowhere because guess what, fellas? That's why we sit here and we talk about the American Pit Bull Terrier. And if you're going to talk about them, you got to talk about the people with them. And that group of people, they meant to be talked about. So appreciate everybody for taking that time out. And for y'all who don't know the names of some of them people that we talk about, hopefully we could just give you an idea and just like, look here, fellas, you think we was crazy on some Mayday shit? No, this is what you call crazy. This is what this shit look like. But then look at the way they breed them. He can say it, oh man, look y'all. But we told y'all from day one, look man, all we did was copycat off of what everybody else was doing. We tell you that. Now we can show you, hey, this is where it was coming from. Pay attention and just look. These folks is matching dogs. They ain't throwing papers together. They look, this is the time where we wanted to find out what was what. We match dogs. There's just no other way to put it. Period. Bottom line. And we weren't the only ones. We're small fries to them guys. No. But entertaining wise, it's worth talking about it because, hell, we wrote a song about it. A couple songs, you know? But that's in representation of them and for them. And if y'all can associate what you're seeing and gives you a better insight to them that maybe you want to just get back and rewind and then really take a close look, being that, you know, I seen that shit. Let me go back and look at that shit. I mean, and analyze it. You know, we put enough of it out there for y'all to just analyze it. Ain't nobody selling nothing over here. Ain't nobody selling no puppies or nothing around here. So when we say analyze it, we're saying, look, fellas, this is over 30 years of production right here. 30 years. And we still seeing the same damn names. And I'm right. You know how I am. I tell you, you don't know what the hell you're doing until you go back and look at maybe the 6th, 7th, 8th generation to see what the hell it started from. And guarantee you, by the time you get back there, where I just left from don't look nothing like what was going on back there. So ain't no way in the hell you're going to convince an old man like me, been in as long as I done been around these damn dogs, that this is supposed to ever get better when I don't see how. It was too much competition back then. Too much going on back then. Even though we all may have felt the raft, can't get away from the fact that they was getting it the damn in. They was getting it in, period. That's going to be hard to top. Not saying they might not be getting it in, but they're never going to get it in to that degree. And they never should. Not the way we up here talking about it. Never. So enjoy that part of the history of the people that we talk about, because they do have stories. And most of the time with great stories, you get great dogs. Didn't say we knew everybody, but we knew enough to tell you these were major ballers right here, fellas. Major ballers. I'm just putting it out there, you know what I'm saying? And they wasn't playing. They come from the word that we speak. Don't talk about it, be about it. When you got money, you ain't gonna talk but so much. You know, that's that New Jack era. Money didn't scare people away, you know. Not in them days. That's the reality of the American Pit Bull Terrier community. So, if you learn anything from it, yeah, there's anywhere there's good, there's going to be bad, and that is just that bad part of the game. But history-wise, it is what it is. It's the reality of it. And we ain't just telling you based on us reading it out of a book. or because of somebody said. No, we're telling you about these people because these are people that we know. Things that they have done. Circles that you run in them. We still look at all these champions and these winners. Clearly, you have to understand when we're telling you about the air and the money involved in you're running around with 90 percenters? Man, look. There's a lot. It's always gonna be some broken hearts when you out there. You know what I'm saying? But can't get mad at the man who win. He just got to always remember, we got to respect the people that we beat. Because at least they was over there. And if they true to what they doing, they ain't going to sit over and soak about that shit. They going to get right back out there and they going to get it in. And that's just basically how we all did it. That loss don't stop shit. Take that, stick that one in your pipe and smoke it. Because that one right there is what I call reality. When the talking stopped and the being about it started, there is a difference. So that's where I am. That's where I choose to be. That's the sole purpose of tonight's show, because we really want y'all to understand where it all comes from, what all the people in them songs. They're just not people to us. These are legendary people to us. And if you see why, we hope you understand why. So you could just at least go back and take a second look, dive in there, and you'll see they all had something in common. They had some badass dogs. And I'm going to leave it right there. Y'all, show me some love. Come on now. Before we end the night, I got to, and this is not just for us tonight. This is for the people that we talk about. The ones that's got them stories that's lit. For the ones who've been on and out here who share them stories. Because that's the only reason we listen. Because we all have that something in common. You can't help but appreciate that. And for those that we talk about, give them some goddamn thumbs up, thumbs up. Tonight, I need some thumbs up, thumbs up. Muscles, muscles, muscles. Give me some damn for them. Don't get petty. Unless you doing what they doing, respect what they've done, because they need their damn roses. Roses. We need them damn roses. Show your love. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, fellas. Don't talk about it, be about it. Get them fingers to popping. These brothers wasn't playing. This game is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. And you can't help but appreciate that, because that's just keeping it real. It's not meant for everybody. We always said that from day one. This game was never meant for anybody, everybody. But can't hate on the ones who always felt like it's time to play. Thing is, they got out there. Regardless of whatever little circle you was in, and, you know, it wasn't about being big or small. You know, it just sometimes there's levels to things, and you just got to understand we all didn't play in the same game at the same level. And I never knocked at people like that. So I always felt like, can't knock me for being where I was. You know? And even then, you remember, how in the hell could you ever think that me and Mo was white? I mean, I'm pretty sure, you know, You know how scuttlebutt is for military people. Y'all know that's the bullshit running around. You know, you get lost over the years with people. You know, you still in the conversation, but you're not really in the conversation because don't nobody really know. You know what I'm saying? This just the name just kept moving around. But then that's how shit happens. I can tell you that over years. Because there's no way in the hell that anybody who actually knew me and Mo knew damn well who we was. Especially more than just we was just twins. You know? The same way we are on this show is the same way we've probably been our whole entire life. I just don't ever remember us being anything any different. Maybe that's what led to a lot of the fun. I always felt like we could deal with haters. See, you know, haters is just a part of any and everything you do. And if they ain't hating, then I mean you ain't doing something right. You know, them old cliches. But then let's get away from the old bullshit and let's talk about the real shit. Tonight was all about the real shit. Tonight was all about why we talk about these people. They just got a little bit more that you can see why we talk about it. Because them, they was them workers. They was the one that was willing to put in that work. They was the one who believed in they always. Yeah, them 90%ers, most of them, we all did. We always, that old cliche, again, scratch the win. Till Friday, y'all keep it chill, because I'm going to keep it like this.
Yeah. Bet I know my head, but don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the code we live in the game with them people. See the proof and how to give from the pit to the trophies. Every chain, every game. Don't talk about it, be about it, be about it. Most wanted kennels in the spotlight, danger alert, come with the name. Super kennels competition, all built for the fame. Work kennels was the work and work, while Cherokee kept the game strong. Evolution built a bloodline, where the heart come from. These dogs ain't hype, they the truth in the pit. Every pedigree stamp, when them paws hit the street. Ain't no fairy tales, this that real y'all grit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the pit bull script. Shout the brothers with the backbone thick. Veer brothers, color brothers, Bishop brothers legit. They don't talk about it, they be about it every day. Put the work in and y'all let the results say. Them boys on the rise, yeah the circle stay tight. Plow boys, wall boys, Havana boys in the fight. Different flags, same grind, same fire, same spit. Don't talk about it, be about it. That's the litmus test.
Legend of doom behind set tone. Loctite, locked in, carved in stone. Church boys hold it with the pit bull gauge. Fruit colors on man, Sean B in the maze. Arsenal game bill, but your knife stay sharp. Only in America, walk them down Ram in the dark. DSK and metal, high dog, pound by hard. When they hit, praise to the men who rock this shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they live it. Fat boy the legend, Lil Buster, real strong. Southern bulldog, keep the bloodline long. Latin force pressure, sniper don't miss. Shaded day, shaded with a killer instinct. Twist, super night power, unit whole rank. Boot camp, click hitting like a Sherman tank. Little fine with the vision. Tennessee dog pound, got their eyes on the pit. All legendary, really the shit. Don't talk about it, be about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Yeah, they built it brick by brick. Talk about it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Don't talk about it. That's the yard law, from the pups to the legends. Everybody stand tall. Every name on this track got a story that's lit. Don't talk about it, be about it.
Every name on this track got a story that's lit.
Don't talk about it, be about it.
Call this some legendary pit bullshit. 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 Pit bullshit.
Yeah, that's how I felt about it. Wait a minute, I ain't done. I am not done. No, let the music begin. Yes.
Going Hard Kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard.
Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up. Throw your hands up.
They bred real stars. Welcome to the yard where the legends get raised, where the chain spots shine and the bloodlines praise. Grand champ King Kunta with that royal type stride. Red ruby in the pen, red hot worldwide. The brat in the cut, keep the hustle on track. Pretty mama got the look and the structure intact. L-Ride bring the heat, Yellow Bird bring the flame. Gus and 38 special certified in the game. What day in the ring, crowd love in the scene. Dogs moving like ghosts in the champion's dream. From yellow to buck, their foundation is tough. Yellow buck in the veins, yeah, the roots run rough. Mayday in the pedigree, ace in the spine. That old school fire still alive in the line. Twin brothers in command, pushing forward with pride. Going hard on the banner, let the whole world ride. Hard work in the yard, every sunrise earned. Legacy in the dirt, with every chain spot turned. No shortcuts taken, no champions bought. Just blood, sweat, time, and the lessons they taught. Going Hard Kennels, yeah, we run this yard. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike, every day they go hard. Line stack heavy like a deck full of cards. Yellow Mayday ace turning pups into stars. Sheriff Pal bought us in the gang, stamp legit. Find him in Tornadoes pedigree. Hall of Fame, double grand champion. James Pogay, the formula showed how to build and sustain. Blueprints in the blood, yeah, the knowledge remain. T.O. our partner, Ohio Cash showed how to win. Turn losses into lessons, now it's trophies we spin. Mama, Triple M, deep south in the mix. Arsenal, Kennel, Stone City, solid foundations, no tricks. Hardcore, BLB up in the spec, it's 6. Yes, yes. Tom, Tony Wade, Southern Kennels, real ones through time. Time from Pro Set, Windy City, combined in place. Low type, apex pressure built for the chase. Gotta eat boys, black ice, hunger sharp as a blade. Third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid. Yeah, I said third verse for the legacy, every debt fully paid.
Yeah. It's Mo and Mike in the house.
Going hard with the legends. Paying homage, you know. Yo. Twins Mo and Mike, we running this game. Legends in the making, never gonna be the same. Kennels popping hard, these game dogs raised right. The brat, pretty mama, they shining so bright. La Mayday, what a day, they breathe the heat. Red Ruby L-Rod, they can't accept defeat. With 38 special and Yellow Bird, we top tier champions, grand champions, ain't no fear.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out some baby we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk about it. We the real deal, you know it's no doubt about it.
KPTO, the modern Earl Tudor. Got in the pack, making moves like a tutor. APT, family thick, like legends in the game. Legend of them, Triple M. Shout out the name, Deep South, Roadblock. We upholding tradition. Mama, Southern Kennels, we got that ambition. Hardcore hitter, Stone City brings the fire. The Abrahams, the fam lifting us higher.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out some baby we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. Be the real deal, you know it's true, no doubt about it.
Listen up, respect the hustle, respect the grind. Ben, Nate Dogg, putting in work intertwined. Keeping that legendary status alive, you feel? Don't hate on the ride, catch the bus, we keep it real. What's history without a future? We pay the way, Captain. We make it happen, that's the play.
So here's to the champions, run the race, stand tall. Twins, Mo and Mike, we gon' answer the call. Legends in the game, yeah, we holding it down. In the world of game dogs, we wearing the crown.
Run the register of merit, we got the elite. Mayday bug Jeep, Yellow Frisco, feel the beat. Females like honey bunching out some baby we tight. Bloodline strong, spreading knowledge, taking flight. Scratch to win, don't talk, be about it. We
out to Ohio Cash, the man with the plan, Rastaman Boom, schoolboy, aka the. There's levels to this game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Develop your game. Rob, 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 rob. Rob, rob.
Yeah, we in the trenches, feel that hunger in the air. Yeah. Welcome to the yard. If you're tough, you can stare. Yeah. Welcome to the yard, where the chain spots shine, bloodlines run deep, every pedigree's prime. The game APBT, worldwide pride. You come correct or stay the hell outside. Legacy made. We grind, we hustle. Twin bosses, Mo and Mike locked in the scuffle. Yeah, we run the yard, iron fists and grit. When the sun comes up, no, we never gon' quit. Dudo and Devo, legends carved in stone. Patrick Bolio made the yard they home. Tanned and yellow, they whisper through the trees. Echoes of greatness, feel that legacy breeze. Going hard, going hard. Yeah, we run this yard, nothing but the best. We don't play it soft, bloodline stack heavy 52, way so strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong, the yard where greatness prevails. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes, falls on the fucking deal. Pressure creates knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Tails in the dirt, every chain spot turn, lessons learned hard. Like the scars we earn, no shortcuts taken. Champions ain't bought, just blood and sweat. This legacy taught from Mayday to Ace, Buck to G. Every warrior counts, we ain't losing no sleep. Heat like a furnace, knowledge is the key. In the yard we trust, we got the pedigree. Feel the intensity, blaze in the fight. In the shadows of the yard, we rewrite the night. From the ring to the chain, we like kings cut out. Mo and Mike, every victory's what we shout. Going hard, going hard, going hard. Yard, nothing but the best. We don't play it all. Bloodline stacked, heavy 52, way so strong in this dog-eat-dog world. We know where we belong. The yard in the dirt. Yeah, knowledge and hard work. It's how history bakes. Y'all in the dirt. Knowledge and hard work, it's how history baked. Yeah, legacy in the dirt. Yeah, to that fame. The game APBT. Remember the name. So step back if you can't handle the heat. The yard's going hard. Put the game on repeat. It's Mo and Mike. Kings in this game, going hard. Kennels forever ain't the same, nigga.